To stick around for the debate. Question number 11, Chris Hipkins.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Education. Will Wanganui Collegiate be required to supervise a child if the child's parents are unable to pay the $5,200 parent contribution for meals, house activities and supervision?
Honourable Heke Parata.
Mr Speaker, yes, the Board of Trustees must provide a safe environment for students, which includes supervision. If students are boarders, then the meals, house activities and supervision are part of their boarding fees, and as the member was advised in questions to the House last week, the only compulsory fee that parents must pay is the attendance due.
Supplementary question, Chris Hipkins.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. How many parents elected not to pay the supposedly voluntary parental contributions in the last school year?
Honourable Heke Parata.
Mr Speaker, I don't have that level of detail, but I'm happy to get it for the member.
Supplementary question.
Supplementary question, Chris Hipkins.
Thank you. When she signed off the decision to integrate Wanganui Collegiate, did she read the section on attendance dues and donations, which stated that, quote, while the remaining costs to day pupils are voluntary, there would be considerable pressure on families to pay these. This is clearly a limiting factor for families in the local Wanganui network to access education at Wanganui Collegiate, given the socio-economic profile of the area. If so, does she still believe that her decision to integrate the school means that a collegiate education will be available to a wider number of students?
Honourable Heke Parata.
Mr Speaker, yes and yes.
Question.
Supplementary question, Chris Hipkins.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Is she aware that Wanganui Collegiate describe under the information about their fees that the active involvement in house and on-campus activities for all students is unique and develops and maintains the collegial sense of community within our students? If so, is she seriously arguing that there is a place within Wanganui Collegiate for students whose parents will not pay the $5,200 parental contribution?
Honourable Heke Parata.
Speaker, yes and yes.
Supplementary question, Chris Hipkins.
Thank you. When she signed off the decision to integrate Wanganui Collegiate, did she read the Ministry's advice that, quote, the Wanganui Rangatike local network of state schools has significant surplus capacity, as does the wider network of state integrated boarding schools, end quote, and, new quote, the network of state secondary schools currently has surplus capacity of 1,407 student places, and that there are a further 3,107 surplus student places in primary schools in the area. If so, will she rule out making any further changes to the schooling network in Wanganui?
Honourable Heke Parata.
Yes, Mr Speaker, I did read, understand and completely consider all of those details, and I am comfortable with the decision, and we will continue to monitor provision in the wider Wanganui Rangatike region.
Question number 12, Ian McKelvey. Order. Order.